Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. This is the concluding stanza of the composition called Bara Maha, the epilogue. The recitation is as under. Jin Jin Naam Dhiyaya, Tinke Kaj Sare, Har Gur Puraya Radhya, Dargah Sach Khare, Sarab Sukhanid Charan Har, Paujal Bikham Tare, Prem Bhagat Tin Paiya, Bikhya Nahe Jare, Kood Gaye Dubda Nasi, Puran Sach Pare, Par Brahm Prabh Sevande, Man Andar Ek Tare, महादिवस मूरत भले जिसको नदर करे नानक मंगै दरस दान कृपा करो हरे जिन जिन नाम धयाया तिनके काज सरे. This is the concluding message. Those who have fixed the attention of the mind on self-knowledge, knowledge of the determinate world that we see around us, their aspirations are fulfilled because we have to live through life intelligently, with knowledge, with wisdom. Har Gur Pura Aradhya Dargah Sach Khare, through the guidance of the perfect Guru Pura. Such individuals have adored, worshipped, sought the Har Self. This is universal consciousness in a manner of speaking. And then it speaks about Dargah, the divine court, where they are declared to be pure. This is a poetic way of saying that the mind has reached the threshold of its source. Dargah Sach Khare. Dargah literally means a doorway or a threshold, and it implies the doorway of universal consciousness, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in the conclusion. Sarva Sukha Nid Charanahar. Nid, treasure. Sarva Sukha, all comforts. This is the source of comfort. That treasure is Charan Har, the feet of the Har. Now, what does it mean to say the feet of the Har? It's another way of saying to be filled with self-knowledge or to be in step with Hukam, with the self. And that's where the source of all comfort really is. And that is the guidance that is needed to Paujal Bikham Tare, to Tarna, to swim across Paujal, the ocean of fear, water of fear. So this existence is Bikham, hard to cross, Paujal, and the ocean of fear. It's frightful. And this is poetic language to explain the difficulties that we face in the phenomenal world on a day-to-day basis. There are various kinds of fears that we encounter: physical fears, emotional fears, the fear of being cheated, the fear of being killed, the fear of losing prestige, and so on. It is just, and so what the Guru is saying here is that if you want to navigate through this world successfully, then acquire intelligence, acquire knowledge, acquire wisdom. That will be your guide on how to deal with situations, with how to deal with people. That should be your guide and your compass. Now, when you do that, then what happens? Then, Kood Gaye Dubda Nasi, Puran Sach Pare. Kood gaye, falsity or falsehood disappears. Self-doubt vanishes, dubada nasi, and the mind is filled with that all-satisfying truth. Puran sach pare. By serving the self, Par Brahma Prabh Sevde, the primordial creator comes to be realized. Man andar ek tare. This is that universal consciousness where the heart and the head are integrated. There is no inner dichotomy. And in the end, the message is simply this: Maha Divas Murat Pale. The months and the days are all auspicious when Jisko Nadar Kare, or for those who have received the grace of vision, Gurmat. Nanak Mangay Darsadan Kirpa Karo Hare, and that is what Nanak begs for, the gift of that vision. Have mercy on me, says Nanak. So this is the epilogue to the composition, and it pretty much sums up the way of the Guru, Gurmat. The first thing to note is that no special spiritual significance has been attached to any particular date or month. We notice this common theme that runs across the entire composition that suggests that the ultimate goal is realization of the self, which is another way of saying of living life being in harmony, of being productive, of making a contribution. So, and the interesting thing here is the term dargah, which I want to just spend a minute on. Now, this is a term that I said it means a threshold or a doorway and should not be construed as a physical doorway or a physical location. It is a dimension of our consciousness which is closest to its source, to its primordial source, at the doorstep, so to speak. And consciousness itself is multi-layered, as indicated by the symbolism of the 5 khands. Remember the Japji, where consciousness traverses various layers of consciousness, starting with the world of action, Dharam Khand. This is where one's consciousness is more attuned to its physicality, and then it works its way through to Sachkhand, which is what Dargah is. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.